Tonight we're running on the right track. I know we never gonna look back. Oh, I just wanna have a good time. Call me whatever, 'cause I'm up for anything like that.
Hi, welcome
Hi guys,
back to Relatively Blonde.
to Relatively Blonde episode number 4. We're getting on.
Are you going to do that at the beginning of every episode where you're like, it's episode number 3, we're doing this, it's episode number 4?
Because the first time you said, oh, it's going to be a one-hit wonder.
Literally.
No, it's not. Sorry, Grant, could you turn it up a wee bit? I don't know if it's quieter. Hello, that's better. Thanks so much. Sorry, right.
It's diva. We're going to keep that in. Show Jade's diva behaviour
Sorry.
off.
Okay, right. So, what have you been up to?
Not
How's
a
your
lot.
week been?
It's been good. It's been good. It's been a nice chilled week, to be completely honest. My nail girl's back.
Oh, yeah.
Lauren's back off maternity
So that's
leave.
not a dilemma anymore.
It's not a dilemma. It's not my low light.
They do look great.
I'm going to have like my fresh
Tortoise
claws for every episode, which I am over the moon about.
No, love it. They
How's your
look
week
great.
been?
Good. I'm in the salon.
I know.
Finally.
Literally, how long? It's been like such a long time coming.
I've literally, I feel like all I've done is spoke about this, so I'm sorry, but it has been a big part of my life recently. But yeah, all refurb's done and I'm in, and I worked 3 shifts in it this week and absolutely loved it. Like,
it looks
honestly
so
loved
good,
it.
doesn't it look so good?
It just feels like a new lease of life working in there. Like, with my last place, I've moved in very much on a budget, and this time I was able to actually do something up from scratch, which
you've got it exactly the way you want it. Last time you were going in and just kind of working with what you were given.
And the floor, I think I've actually spoke about the floor. It was like textured vinyl, whatever that is. It is shit. Textured vinyl, because it's got tiny ridges. So see if you drop anything on it, wipe it straight away, it's in the ridge.
Yeah.
Not coming out of that ridge. So now I've got some. I was actually, when I was picking a laminate, I was feeling them with my hands because I was
sure,
genuinely like, this needs to be flat surface so that when I wipe it, it wipes clean.
And it was
But
funny because she was looking at like 6 different types of flooring, and she came over to my house and she's like, I've got these 6 different types of flooring and there's one that I like, and if it's not the one that you like, then I'm going to spiral, and if it doesn't match, then it's going to be a problem.
Because it was like it was a spanner in the works. I feel like usual salons have like the beige, the light tiles or laminate
grey or something,
and
like
it was quite different. It was like very dark oak with like light. Like,
I was
not
feeling
dark
the
oak,
pressure though, like when you said that, because I was like, oh my, what if I don't choose it? I'm going to like...
And well, I literally was like, if she chooses something else here, because this was the curveball in the 6 photos, so I was like, if she doesn't choose this, I don't know, I was going the next morning, by the way, to pick it up,
but
so...
Did I let you down?
No, she turned around to the one,
the
curveball.
I said, I've got a favourite, but it's not going to be the one that you like, and it was.
And it was. So I was like, that is literally my decision made. And so yeah, long story short, in the salon and very happy about it.
Good.
I need to turn this around, I think.
Would you say that would be your highlight this week then?
Oh, it's my highlights have been just so boring. My life is boring at the moment.
I mean, you've literally just opened like
I
your
know,
own
but
salon.
I feel like that's all I've spoke about in here, and people must be like, right, we fucking get it. Shut up.
Well, I've got some highlights and lowlights from some of our listeners.
What's your highlight and lowlight?
My highlight is definitely having Lauren back.
Yeah, because that was your lowlight, was it not?
Well, before it was like not having like a
my
standard nail
Liam
girl.
Payne dying, and yours was having
I know, like
needed a new
my
nail tech.
vapid low light. My low light this week is actually another like stupid one, but
what?
The mini hash brown waffles being discontinued from Aldi. Like, I'm sorry,
that is a travesty.
Find me the nearest bridge, because it's fucking horrendous. Like, the thought of me not having another one of those.
No, oh my god, they are literally. See, we always go on about hash browns from different
wishes.
Oh no, from different breakfast places. I don't really like takeaway breakfast.
McDonald's ones are shit.
McDonald's, Tim Hortons hash browns are unbelievable.
Elite.
And then Aldi, I got these hash brown waffles and I was making them in the air fryer, and they were like hitting like the Tim Hortons one done. So I told Lorri, she tried them. It's like, oh my god, and they fucking discontinued them. It's actually so... Why?
I'm really, really hoping that the guy that told me they were discontinued is just stupid and that they've not been discontinued. They're just like out of stock. I mean, we need to take his word for it. He had the uniform on, so
that is such a real low
That's
light.
a low. That was a low. Well, you know that what happened
Yeah,
because
you went in a big
I
spree.
literally went into Aldi for bread and eggs. I found out they didn't have my hash brown waffles. Something in me just clicked, and I went straight to the Christmas aisle and spent 120 quid
Literally.
on like a reindeer.
And how
to
did
sit
that
outside
video
my
do?
house.
Because she did put out like a call for help. Basically, she done a haul on TikTok and was hoping that the money she
like-
could make money from it if it blew up to pay that
Exactly.
back.
I went on TikTok and I was like, people help me out. I've just spent £120 in Aldi when I went in for 2 items. So interact with my video and make me my money back. And yeah, I think it got like
It actually did.
I think I got like 18k. So yeah, I should
all right.
I should probably made about a tenner from it. So something.
Right.
So we got some highlights. Oh, this one was so funny. Lucy's highlight
Oh my god, no.
Gary Barlow's massive son. Like, honestly, guys, if you have not seen this is, I mean, you must have seen it.
Do
It's
you know
been blown
what's
up the
annoying?
internet.
I didn't think it was going to get as big as it did, so that was my screenshot of the week because I screenshotted one of the pictures, and it's like Gary Barlow standing next to his son while he's eating a croissant, and it's like the confetti.
Or it's not, have you seen the one? I think I sent it to you, and it's them take that doing a concert, and they're all like going like that. It's like Gary Barlow and his friends trying to make sure his giant son doesn't step on them. Just pure stupid. Honestly, apparently he's only like 6'2", and I'm like, I hate Gary Barlow.
No, but
so I'm like, it makes
why?
sense that
You've
he's a
told me
small
this
man.
before, because remember I was supposed to be, why didn't I go to take that? Or we just ended up not going. I was supposed to be taking my mum to take that, and we didn't go, and I was telling Lorri I was pure buzzing to go, and she was like, I loathe Gary Barlow, and I
could
was like,
not.
why?
I just can't stand the man, honestly. It started when he was in X Factor, and I used to dress like the guy he used to dress like the meerkat, and I'm like, why is he dressed like a meerkat?
No, I've just-
and then how he like gave sass to Talisa, and
That's what I was about to say, the fag breath.
yeah, and honestly, right, I've never been like a Talisa fan. Like, honestly, I was
a
too old.
bit below the belt.
I was too old for end dubs. Wasn't ever like Talisa. But for a middle-aged man to turn round to a 20-year-old that she wasn't
You
type
get
like
your fag
breath. I'm like, mate, honestly, like retire, you decrepit. I can't stand him.
Wait, but
Can't
can we
stand
go
him.
back to his son?
His massive son.
Do you know, and this is what I love about like British humor. Hummus. That's what I love about British humour, because something like that, and it just, my favourite kind of humour, I've said this before, something that you just continue to like get worse and worse, pure
100%,
silly,
just pure stupid.
and that's what that is. And even like, do you know how the marketing like of Aldi and Lidl and all that are kind of the same, Ryanair, all the budget, they're all got quite like a comedic kind of marketing strategy,
Like
and
Aldi
they've all
and
jumped
Lidl,
on
like
it.
taking the mickey out of M&S and all that. Like, yeah, love
They've
it.
all jumped. It's just genuinely, it's so funny how the way that the media
Only
has
in
blown
the
that
UK.
up. No, it's just so funny.
Another highlight we got was from Abby, who says she is starting prep for her bodybuilding show.
Wow.
So this is like so cool, because Abby, I know Abby, and she's like started off like just going to the gym just like a normal gal, and now she's like a fully qualified like personal trainer. She like puts like other women like through her program, and she's training to be like in a bodybuilding show. And it's not like what you think. Like she actually looks amazing. It's not, you know, some people, and it's like you don't know what you're looking at, like, because it's just like I'll show you pictures of her, but she looks amazing.
So good. Well done.
Good for you, Abby. Some lowlights from Danielle was Donald Trump becoming president.
Mental. Do you know, I am not
Politic?
I'm not political in any way, shape or form, and so much so that I probably actually, like, I'm not researched and it's enough stuff to be able to say a lot about it, but the Donald Trump thing and all the abortion, and I didn't realise it wasn't just abortion, it's actually women's reproductive health care in general. So like, if you even were to have a baby at 6 months and then lose the baby, they are not equipped to remove what you know what I mean,
like a DNC that you would get.
Yeah,
like
you're not allowed
Is it
that,
DNC?
but that's like what you can. That like people die from that.
yeah, it could save your life. Like,
So
if
I'm
you
like,
have, it's basically having
That's
something
what
like,
I don't understand. Is like, I don't understand any of it, but I've seen like my TikTok has been full of like young girls and women from America.
It's just like
and
a
it is
sad
so
day,
sad
isn't it? When it's like America's chosen a literal convicted felon over a woman
to be president.
But do you know, I seen something, it was actually really funny on that Shit You Should Care About on Instagram. It's a really, really good account, so you should check it out. But she had posted, this might be the funniest thing. It's very unlikely that it would happen, but it could be the funniest thing ever, like in American history, because the state of New York are basically like saying that something like he could be jailed for like, because he obviously has like committed these crimes, but they're saying that he could literally spend his presidency, the 4 years of his presidency, in jail. It won't happen.
How long as 4 years when you're president?
Yeah, 4 years.
And did he do the full 4 years last time?
Yeah, I think so.
And is this the first time someone's been re-elected?
I don't think it's the first time ever that there's somebody's been re-elected. Going to fact check that. I mean, I'm not kind of up on American I'm not up on British politics, if I'm being honest.
Oh, but you said American
but I don't think it's the very first time anyone's ever been re-elected. Surely was Bush not re-elected?
Well,
so
that's
basically, our producers just kind of told us that because Donald Trump lost an election and then came back, so I think we think he's the first person to be in office, then out of office, then back in office. So, like, again, don't quote us on that, but that's the general consensus in this room anyway.
Right.
And then we do have another low light.
No. Oh yeah, I was going to say that.
Yeah, from Bonnie.
Our toilet falling off the wall.
I have so many questions.
I actually know a lot about that.
Oh, really?
That's one of my clients, and I do our whole group, and they all live together. And it was actually, one of them is seeing Ewan's friend.
Oh.
And she, I think Ewan's friend was there when the toilet fell off the wall.
Was somebody on it?
Yeah, I think someone was on the toilet and it fell off the wall.
That's actually
came
amazing.
Came right off the wall.
That would give you a complex for life. So let's do some screenshots of the week. So we only started this segment last week and you guys are loving it. You guys have got involved. I've got a couple of screenshots from you that I want to show, but I'm going to start off with my screenshot of the week. And I just thought this was so funny because it reminded me of our gran, right? So let me find it.
Have I seen this?
No, I don't think so. Because I was like, I don't want to keep sending you them and then do you know what I mean? Right. What is the worst thing to happen to you after a breakup? Mine was when my ex posted a pic with his new lass and his nana commented, "She's better than the last one."
Oh my
I've
God.
never recovered since.
No, on this, we need to tell them about Gran phoning you the other day.
Oh my
we need to
God.
tell you the whole thing, right? So we've spoke about our Gran before. We actually want to get her on. Lucky you guys, because she's mental. She's old and mental, but she basically, so recently, right, so me and Lorri are probably the ones that speak to my gran most, right? We're like her port of call all the time. Bear in mind, I've got 3 brothers, Lorri's got 2, right? But
You
they're
were not sure about that.
Yeah. So she's always like phoning us all the time, and we always need to kind of be like, if we're busy, be like, Gran, like, we can't answer. Lorri, she would phone Lorri repeatedly, like 8 times. She won't listen to this, by the way, obviously, because we're not just, we are roasting her, but...
She couldn't get on to Spotify or YouTube if her life depended on it, so we're safe. This is a safe zone from Gran.
So Lorri texted her being like, Gran, I'm busy, I'm not ignoring you, I'll phone you back. So then she phones me, literally doesn't even say hello, just picks up the phone and goes, "Is Lorri on holiday?" And I was like, what are you talking about? No.
She knows
you're not on holiday.
I'm not on holiday. It's just pure
it's like
manipulation, to be honest. Like, Lorri is ignoring me and I want you to know it. Like,
anyway, so then Lorri, right, so anyway,
so
now
fast
you tell,
forward,
yeah.
I actually think, right, I need to phone her. So I phone her, I think it was the next night, and I was busy. Do you know what I mean? I'm a busy person. So I phoned her the next day and I was like, "Oh, Gran, how are you doing?" And before I could even like ask her how she was, "I've never once said that I thought you were ignoring me. I would never say that about you."
The jumper.
Oh my God.
That's what I was talking about.
So, but she literally had a go at me for sending her a text telling her I wasn't ignoring her because she would never think that of me. So I got into trouble for that. And then just as she calmed down, she was like, oh, I've got a jumper for you. So obviously alarm bells start ringing. I'm like, okay, like a jumper. Oh, I tell you what it is, Hen. I needed a jumper because I was going for this CAT scan and all my jumpers have got perils and stuff and you can't even metallic on these jumpers. So I went and I bought a nice plain jumper for George at Asda. But I tell you what, Hen, I brought it home and it's absolutely massive. It's huge. It's the biggest jumper I've ever seen, so it'll fit you. And I was like, oh, fucking brilliant, Gran, thanks. Here's me sitting wanting to blow my brains out. Like, do you know what I mean? Not, I've just lost 2 stone. It's Slimming World, Gran, but thanks for telling me that your fucking man, your 4-berth tent that you bought for Asda is going to fit me because it's so fucking massive in you. And see, for context, our gran isn't it like a wee... Do you know what I mean? She's like, she's the height of shite, but she's not pure skinny mini. She's got a belly on her and a hump in this jumper. I'm like, lovely. So I'm getting a new jumper, folks. I'll wear it next week.
Speaking of humps, did we say that the hump story?
I think so. The Hump Society. Yeah, I think you done it one of the first episodes. Honestly. You couldn't make it up, but that was my screenshot of the week because I just thought that's like something our gran would do if she was on social media.
She's literally ruthless.
We got a screenshot of the week from, let me see who has sent this in, Amy, right? And I'll put these up on the screen as well. So this is obviously just something that she's seen on like whatever online. Where was the last place you flew? Me, right off the fucking handle, mate. And there's another potential flight on its way. I love that. That was from Amy. Have you got a screenshot of the week?
Oh, I can't find one. It's annoying because the Gary Barlow was my screenshot of the week. Actually, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Go on.
This is a photo. This is actually to prove that there was a time in life when Lorri was an actual adult and I was a child.
I know. I mean, I don't feel like you. I mean, every single episode we've had, you do realise that you've brought up how much older I am.
Sorry.
And now you've got photographic evidence.
No, but we're actually talking in the way here. It is quite wild that the photos though, because I forget it.
So this photo, obviously it'll be up on the screen. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple, you're going to have to go and subscribe to our YouTube to see all this. But it's a photo of myself, my gran and Jade at a housewarming party, I think 2010. Yeah, we're doing the Charlie's Angels pose. But
yeah,
scary.
Cute. No, there's mine.
Scary. Right, so let's go on to this week's topic.
Icks and guilty pleasures.
Icks and guilty pleasures. I've been excited about this, to be completely honest. Like, I feel this is going to be like... I mean, I also feel like my icks are quite specific, and I'm kind of hoping that after this episode that we get some feedback that it's not just me. It doesn't take a lot to ick me out.
Yeah.
My own husband gives me the ick. So, like, there's no chance for anybody else, really, to be honest.
Do you know, I seen one recently that I just wanted to mention, and it was when they used the chocolate box menu. Like to decide what chocolate they want. Like,
okay, Gran.
A truffle.
Right, so will we start with Icks? So let's do some Icks that have been sent in, first of all, to get us all started. So we're not going to say names. We don't want to get anybody in trouble. So we'll just... Yeah, so you want to go?
Grown-ass man ordering a hot chocolate, make sure it has whipped creams and marshmallows. That's not an ick for me. That's actually not an ick for me because... What?
It's made me think of John, like my brother. Because when he's at my house, like any time he's at my house in the winter, he's like, hey, you want to make a hot chocolate? You make the best hot chocolates, and he wants it like up to the ceiling with cream,
so
like everything.
So do I, but I wouldn't like. I think because I'm like that, I wouldn't.
That wouldn't bother me, to be completely honest. I mean, there's. I've probably got weirder ones than that bother me, but a hot chocolate wouldn't bother me. Some of these icks I feel like aren't controversial enough. Like we've got farting, smelly breath. Like that's just standard. That's
smelly
like,
breath. Oh my god. Yeah.
When a man is vainer than you and cares too much about his Instagram, etc.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the vain thing, I'm like, I want you to care about what you look like, but if you're checking the likes on your Instagram post, mate, like, come on. Like, come on, give your head a wobble. People whose voice is monotone.
What's that mean? Like, oh,
Like they just talk like this all the time. And they
like
don't
no up and down in their voice.
Yeah.
Socks and sandals. I'm sorry, I'm part of that crew.
I love socks and sandals.
I am
socks
a
and sandals, socks and sliders,
socks and sliders.
Crocs. I'll die in this hill. It's comfort before anything else, and also I think it looks cute. Like sue me.
Pooping partner spots.
Popping partner spots.
Oh, I was thinking of like a joint toilet or something.
Pooping partner spots.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go for a poop together. No, popping partner spots. I wouldn't want to do that.
Vile.
Yeah, not for me.
No.
I would agree with that. People that just talk about themselves. I can't say that's an ick because I'm guilty of that. So are you.
Yeah, probably.
We are the people. And then I've got a list of icks. Like
of your own.
A list. Funnily enough, Gary Barlow's on my list of icks. Like, man is just a walking ick. Like, stay away, Gary Barlow. Right, clapping on a plane after it lands.
I do that.
I know, and I discovered this the first time we went on holiday together, and I was sitting next to her, and I was just like, oh,
I think when you're a like, no, I'm not even a nervous flyer, but being in the air, there's something scary about it. Do you know what I mean? So you're grateful to be back on land, and you're grateful to the pilot.
No, I'm not grateful
like
for the pilot that's getting paid an atrocious amount of money to literally sit while the plane flies itself. Like, no clapping. Another one for me, right? So, and this is just guys, right? I don't mind so much if girls do it. Most of my list is just guys, right? Right, so when a guy like trips, but you know that like kind of slow trip where they're like
Wait,
you know when a guy trips, like, or
you mean like on ice?
no, just like trips over his feet or trips over whatever, right? And then they do that thing where they're kind of stumbling, just trying to regain. Like at this point,
I genuinely can't imagine what you mean.
You've never seen someone trip over, like trip, but not fall down.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like struggling.
No, yeah.
Right, so see when they're tripping and they're like
trying to get their balance again.
There comes a point when I'm like, I'd rather you just fell flat on your face because you tripping is fucking icking me out.
If you see all this stuff as well, it's like if you get hit by a car, how embarrassing, but you weren't actually knocked down. How embarrassing. Like, what did you do? You just get up? Imagine.
I think I'd play dead. This one I think I've told you about before. Right, so I buy from Aldi the protein pouches, like the sippy yogurts, right? And I just can't imagine watching a man drink a sippy yogurt, like a yogurt pouch. Come to think of it, I also don't really want to see a man eat a yogurt with a spoon. Yogurts just aren't for you guys. Like, sorry, like, I just don't need to see you eat a yogurt. Why do you need that? Like, why do you need that?
I've got one.
Go on.
This is a random one that I thought of, but using emojis during an argument.
What emojis would you use? The angry face?
Ewan doesn't do this, but I'm just like imagining that. Like, imagine someone actually used their emojis like while
a thumbs down.
Yeah, like just fully through an argument.
Just, like, launch your phone across the room. Nope.
I'm going to actually see if there was any other ones that get.
I've got another one.
What?
When a man drinks from a straw.
No.
Stop that.
No.
It's not for you. Like, why does he need that? What, do you drink from a straw? See, got a real man here.
What's the there was another one, I actually seen this off another podcast, and it was like when men are like, someone will eat soup or something, do that. See, when they're like eating something hot. No, sorry, it's not even soup, it's when they're eating something hot and you do that. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Probably don't need the sound effects. That's funny because one of mine is, if he thinks something is too spicy, aren't you supposed to be like a man?
Yeah.
Like, it's too spicy for you. You want a glass of milk? You want a yogurt? Oh, you know, my biggest, like one of my
running
biggest
for the
ones.
bus.
No.
That didn't give you that if Stuart was running for the bus?
I don't think I've ever seen him run for a bus.
Well,
Maybe
imagine
if I,
it.
maybe if I had to
Imagine him running for a bus
and then missing it.
and then the bus driving off.
Right, this one, and I don't know why, I don't know this, right, but I feel like I'm going to say this, and I feel like this is something that Ewan has, right?
Right.
And I don't know this for sure, Ewan, right, because I know you're watching. I don't know this for sure, but I can just imagine. Right? Right, you know those socks, right? And they're not ankle socks, but they're like the slippets, and they just cover like your toes, like the ones for like, they're trainer socks, but not ankle socks.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like-
I don't think
He strikes me as the kind of guy that would wear them. But see guys wearing those tiny wee socks. I'm like, you might as well be wearing a tutu, mate. Like, genuinely, what's going on? Like, why are you wearing those little
what's going on.
twinkle toes? Do you know what I mean? Oh no, I'm offended. Like, it's just, I'm offended. Another thing as well, this is me just outing myself.
No, yeah, no, keep them coming.
This was so easy for me to write this list, right? So either really short, like bitten down nails to this, like to the stub.
Oh my god, no, me and Ewan had this conversation all the time. I don't know about anyone else with our men, right? But see, like, you know, like, see if there's actually a tiny bit of growth, he'll cut them. And I get why he does it, because he doesn't want there to be like a grown bit of the nail, the white bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's the way his fingers are. It makes it look like it's too.
Cutting them is not an ick for me, but it's when you can see that they're bitten like right down to the
Yeah.
quick. I'm going to tell you, right, there's a like a cafe, I'm not going to say where because it is local, I'll tell you obviously after, but there's this.
Oh, you have already told me.
Have I told you, right? And this
Yeah.
is somewhere that I have never been and I won't go, right? And this is how steadfast I am on this ick, because their chef, they obviously do a lot of, their food looks amazing, first of all, right? But they do a lot of like Instagram, TikTok reels and all that. And it's the chef putting the stuff together, and he has those nibbled little knobs, right? And I'm just like,
Nibbled little knobs.
I just can't, like, I'm like, I will not eat there as while I'm seeing those little nibs on video, because I just can't go and tuck in.
Nibbled little
I
knobs.
can't tuck into my brunch knowing that it's been lovingly grazed by those little nibbled nubs. Like, I just can't. Like, I just can't. It's just no. Are you okay? I feel strongly about it.
Oh.
But do you know, on the other hand,
Lovingly grazed.
did I say that?
Did I say that? Are
Lovingly
you drunk? Oh my god.
But on the other hand as well, I also don't like long nails.
Oh no.
Like, step away from me, I beg your finest pardon.
I
Like,
always
no.
found that, see, in school, like high school, don't you think it would be there would be people with long nails, and they often would be the ones that played the guitar?
Oh, I don't know. I was never like a music kind of gal in high school. It was always the creepy teachers with the long nails though, and it's like, mate, touch me with those talons and I am suing. Like, just literally, if your nails are longer than me, then if your nails are longer than mine, have a word, right? Like,
Oh, that is so funny. Have you
Don't
got any
like
more in your list?
I don't think so. I
I'm
think
gonna
that's- Oh
say-
no, one more. When he orders a steak, well done.
Oh yeah, that's
Grow
in
up,
it.
like
Grow
grow
up.
up, like, yeah. That's my ex.
Hold on.
And I feel weirdly liberated now. They're all out there.
Someone going up to someone thinking it was you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
like-
pure going, Jade, and like the way they would react after that. Oh, sorry. That is a bit of an ick.
Mistaking somebody for somebody else. Ick.
There was another funny one that I thought of, and I pure can't remember it now.
Like, or like the TikTok boys. You know, the boys on TikTok that are like, they do the whole, like, they try and do the thirst
The
traps,
smolder.
but they're like 18.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh my god, genuinely go and help your mum with housework.
Yeah.
Like, go leave your room. Probably smells like do you know what I mean, BO in Links Africa and go downstairs and help your mum doing something because like they're wasting everybody's time. I don't want to see this. Nobody wants to see where is the audience for that? These 18-year-olds that you could blow over on TikTok. Like,
do you know what I've not spoke to you about, which could be a conversation? Have you seen this whole two things actually? First thing, the like younger boy, he's 16 but he goes with a 21-year-old. That? What do you think about that?
I think it's weird. Like,
it's definitely
not
weird.
for nothing. I think it is weird. Like, I get that he's legal,
Yeah,
but and it wouldn't be me, and it wouldn't be one of my
obviously.
younger brothers either. Like,
no,
let me tell you.
I know, because I think it's just more I don't know, like when I think, do you remember in school and stuff when you used to think that like the sixth years when you were in first year were actual like guys and girls with mortgages and kids, but then when you get older and you see the sixth years in school and you're like, oh my god, they're so young.
Children, yeah.
So that's what I think of. 16 is literally what, like fifth, sixth year?
I actually watched because I seen a lot of videos about it, and then I went onto her page, and what I will say is I think she comes across as very likeable, like her content and just how she is in general, but yeah, I would question that choice. And I see that she obviously goes on defending it and he's so mature and his family I agree with it and all that. And I'm like, first of all, like 16 to 21, right, isn't a massive age gap when you're older. But 16 and 21, it's creepy. If it was a guy with a 16-year-old girl, more people would think it was creepy.
Well, on that subject, something else, have you seen the Bonnie Blue stuff?
Oh my, it fucking makes me sick, to be honest.
Yeah, because that's a perfect example of like if this was a man doing what she's doing, if you're unaware, she's like an adult star.
You're allowed to say porn star.
Porn star.
She's an adult XXX.
She's like a porn star and she basically does OnlyFans, but her like marketing strategy now is to basically like it's barely legal is
this
her
is
words.
Yeah. It's like a series almost, isn't
and
it?
they basically queue up to come in, get shagged.
Yeah, so she's basically going to like college campuses and stuff.
Yeah.
And she's basically wanting them that are, I mean, she's wanting them fresh young meats. Like,
yeah,
you might say.
and she obviously what I think is just because what she's saying, she's like, well, go to the law and talk to them because this is the law, 18 is the law, but that's not the point. The point is that she's profiting off of these young and
see,
16,
right,
when you're 18,
she's gorgeous, right? She's this like, she is gorgeous and she's a porn star. What 18-year-old do you know
is not going to,
who is like, even if they're not fucking single, let's be honest, what 18-year-old is going to, if a porn star's like, right, come into this room and we're going to make a porn film and you're going to get to shag me?
Yeah.
Who's going to say it's something that they will probably regret when they're older?
That's what I'm saying though. That's like their digital footprint is basically,
or maybe they won't.
but it's basically a sex tape that's now an 18-year-old are you're stupid at 18. You would do something at 18 that now when you get into your 20s you'd be like, oh, why the fuck did I do that?
I also think like 18 for a girl and 18 for a guy are so different as well.
Yeah.
Like when you think of like, when I think of like my brothers at 18 versus me at 18,
yeah,
like the decisions we would be making would be just different.
I think it's just mental. And then there was another thing about it, and it was a son, and then the son brought his dad, right? So the son was there and the dad apparently got jealous. The dad's married, by the way. Oh, sorry, I'm so bad for that. Right, wait. So the dad was married and they both went into this room and then the dad came in after and like literally right after. And then about the whole white,
Oh
like
God,
she's
stirring your son's porridge. That's what it is, isn't
she's very much as well saying that like women, if you're not like doing what your man wants in the bedroom and if he's paying the bills, then if you're not doing what he wants, then he's got the right to go elsewhere. It's basically her, which is,
I mean, man, sort of that would be like, well, first of all,
I provide for myself for a start. I don't, it's not that day and age anymore.
Yeah.
Like, and also, so you're telling me if someone's mentally not okay and they turn down sex, that gives the right for their man to go and sleep with someone else?
She's obviously, I think she knows what she's doing.
Yeah,
right?
it's like that hate marketing, like we're actually jumping on it, aren't we? Like,
she knows what she's doing. She's doing it for clicks. She's doing it for like viral. She wants people to be talking about it, and it's working.
it's
Do you know what I
working
mean? Good on her, it's
very
working.
well.
But see, at the end of the day, she's not
If,
going to be like.
if she was a man, they would be put on the sex offenders list. No qualms. So that's why I think it's strange.
Yeah. Anyway, have you got any more Icks, or shall we move on to our guilty pleasures? Let's talk guilty pleasures.
Right. I didn't really understand the concept of this, did I? I thought this meant like guilty pleasures in the bedroom, and I was thinking like that's a bit much.
On you go, crack on. Cover your ears, Ewan.
But it's actually just in life guilty pleasures.
Yeah, just like I have some guilty pleasures. Probably I don't even want to say controversial, because I feel like the people that love this. I'm one of them. But I also know that there's people that are just like, yous are a absolute bunch of freaks.
Psychic readings.
The Twilight Saga.
What, like Edward and Jacob and all that?
Team Edward, Team Jacob.
Oh, I like
all of
Twilight.
it.
I'm
That
not a
is
pure mega fan, but I
am
like
a mega
them.
fan. This is my ultimate guilty pleasure. I need to watch the entire saga at least twice a year. I will sit, I will get myself fully in the zone, I will laugh, I will cry. I am in that world. I am in Forks.
My mum was a bit into that when she actually called a short-lived dog we had for a year. Sorry, mum. She hates me bringing it up, but she called the dog Cullen after Edward Cullen.
I mean, I love
after
it.
the Cullens.
My husband actually went out and got Twilight tattoos
Oh, so he did.
to surprise me. I mean, I was very much like, okay, this is the strangest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was.
But
weird.
it was like my surprise, and I was like, not what I would have done.
No.
But I love Twilight, and I will die in this hill. Like, I will not hear Twilight slander. I don't want to hear about holes in the plot. I don't care. It's
Do you know what
majestic cinema.
Do you know what my version of that is? The Hunger Games. The Hunger Games.
I don't mind the Hunger Games.
So good. Are you joking?
Yeah, I mean, I can watch it, and I
No,
can watch it and like
so
enjoy
good.
it. But I wouldn't say it's ever been. I like the books, but it's never been an obsession.
Do you know, see one thing about reading, can we just quickly touch on? I can't read. I can read, but I can't read a book. No, but I'm serious. I'm like, somebody diagnose me with something, because I'll read a page and then I'll be like, well, what the fuck just happened in that page then? I probably reread the same page of the book I'm trying to read 40 times and nothing is going in. Like, I actually don't think I'm capable of reading a novel.
ADHD, folks.
No, but honestly, like, because I'll read over it and then I'll start, do you know that way, if you read, see that way you look at a word for so long and it starts to look like something else? That's like what it's like reading a page. I might be dyslexic.
Maybe you're dyslexic.
Mental.
That would actually make sense though, because you like struggle with like how to word things. Like, how many times a day do you phone me and be like, right, I just need you to put this into words for me? Like, because you have it in
my
your
whole
head.
business, anything I've wrote on my business page is from Laurie's mouth and brain. I literally can't, or chat GPT.
I'm just waiting for like your empire to blow up so I can be like, okay, I've done the sums. This is the number I came up with.
Right. Have you got another guilty pleasure?
Yeah, I've got a few.
What was the one you said about me in the car?
One that we both like.
Oh yeah,
like psychics.
Yeah,
psychic mediums. Like,
we should do an episode on psychic mediums, because I've got some mental stories that my mum's been
imagine
through.
we could get a psychic on.
We need to look into that. That would be good.
Gagged. I would love that. But then knowing our luck, she'd be sitting and then she'd be like zoned in on the producer. Oh, I'm getting her, and I'd be like, fucking get her, let's get something for us. Like, I love a psychic. Nothing. I just love it. I love tarot. I love all of that.
I'm going to actually keep, because I think we should actually do an episode on this, because I've got stories from psychics my mum's been to, and it has been genuinely mental. Mental.
I've had some creepy ones
see
as
when
well.
you have experiences that are close to you, I'm just like, this is how I see it, right? If you're skeptical about
Jade sees it.
this is how I see it, okay? If you're skeptical about like anything after this world, just when I think about that, think about what is this? What are we? We don't actually know. We're on a rock somewhere, and like that's crazy. Just because we're living it, it doesn't seem as crazy. But if like, do you know what I mean? But then like an afterlife isn't. It's only crazy because we don't know about it. But like we know about this. Do you know what I mean?
I feel like I lost you about 5 minutes
Sorry,
ago.
literally can't even string a sentence together. But I feel like somebody will know what I mean. Like this,
I think what you're kind of trying to say is that how is it that hard to believe in that when there's
we're
all
just
this stuff
kicking
that's
about,
unexplained?
Yeah, like we still don't know why we're even here. So why is an afterlife so
the
short?
podcast, Jade.
What?
We're here for the podcast.
Oh, shut up. Right.
In that sort of same vein, I also love like astrology, star signs, horoscopes.
Sorry, you've lost me.
Guilty pleasure.
Boring.
Love it all. I love like
Boring.
having a conversation with somebody. It's such a Scorpio thing to say. I love having a
Literally.
conversation with somebody and being like, I wonder what your star sign
No,
is.
I can't go on that.
I
and
love that. I'm a wee freak.
No, I know nothing about my star sign. Apparently, Scorpio's a bitch. That's all.
You and my mum are both Scorpios, and you are both like cold.
I'm not cold.
No, but like yous are like similar. What was I going to say? Another guilty pleasure that you definitely share with me.
What?
Mukbangs.
Oh my god.
Literally,
Yeah.
we just send the majority of our
Claudia eats good on
TikTok.
TikTok.
A plug.
Honestly, like
Anybody.
it's just
Alexia
a good
eats
looking
boba.
girl, big nails, and she's just getting right in about like dirty scran.
See, last night I couldn't
it's-
sleep and I went onto TikTok and I typed into the search bar crunchy Wingstop mukbang and I just fucking had at it. Like, that sounds like I was masturbating to it. I wasn't, right? But like, I literally just sat like, oh yeah. Oh, you bite that chicken. I love it. I love it. I love the noises. And there's so many people. In fact, I think you're the only person I know
in
that-
general, I enjoy like like all the crunching stuff.
Yeah, I don't really like the whisper. See the.
No.
I hate that.
No,
Makes me.
yeah,
I don't like that.
shiver.
But I love the crunching noises. I love like typewriter noises. Like, yeah, I'm a bit of a freak
One of
for
my
ASMR.
guilty pleasures is Towie. But like to another level, it's like my comfort show. I feel like it's quite a lot of people, because I did post that TikTok that time and I feel like a lot of people agreed. Towie, any season, preferably old, but I watch it all. Love The Only Way Is Essence.
That's like your background show, isn't it?
Yeah, but see the most recent, like, it's just different now. It will never ever hit the way it did when it was like Lucy, Mark, Lauren.
Yeah, that's when I used to watch it. I
It
used
was
to love
good
it when it was like
then.
that, but I've not watched it probably in about 10 years. It's
Yeah.
all completely different now.
Yeah, it's so different. I feel like it's just more staged than ever now.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I still watch it, but yeah.
Have you got any more Icks or guilty pleasures?
Guilty pleasures. What was the one you said in the car?
For you?
Yeah.
Oh no, I said your guilty pleasure is singing into your phone as a voice note and just keeping all the voice recordings of you singing on your phone. Or like karaoke
It's
is
a
like
piece of history.
karaoke is like a
Yeah.
guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
You're just hoping like when you make it one day after you get stuck in that lift with Simon Cowell that like somebody's going to like bust out the archive and Jade's going to have a whole album of voice notes.
Right.
Some of the ones we got sent were biceps.
What?
A guilty pleasure is biceps.
Oh, right, okay.
Somebody else said social media stalking. You were kind of touching on that, how like you were talking about social media stalking last week, were you not?
What is that?
Like stalking people you went to primary school with or something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Just like, yeah, just people that, or have you ever, like, someone's just come into your mind and you're like, oh my God, what are they doing? And then you go on, they've got 3 veins. And you're like, whoa.
Oh, hello, life's really gotten you.
Right, we're moving on to dilemmas. We're just doing one dilemma this week.
I feel like it's a good one though.
Yeah, it is a good one. Okay, so my younger brother is getting married and my sister-in-law to be, who's always had a problem with me, has specified that there have to be no children at the wedding. I'm the only person in the family with children aged 7 and 11 and old enough to be well behaved, and everyone that would usually watch my kids will be at this wedding. I genuinely don't even want to go at this point, but don't want to be making issues for my brother either.
Make issues for your brother, in my opinion. I've no 100%.
Wait, is this for the kids? I don't know.
No, I'm sorry, right? She's the old, right? I'm saying this as a sister, right? I've got 3 brothers.
Yeah.
She's saying that the girls always had an issue with her, right?
Oh.
And there's to be no kids at the wedding, but she's the only person that has kids.
Yeah.
So it seems just like she's trying to make it difficult for her.
Yeah.
And I would also kind of get it if her kids were dead young, but 7-year-old and 11-year-old know how to be quiet in an aisle. They know how to sit quietly at a dinner.
As an opposing opinion though, I think if someone doesn't want, like, and we don't know this sister-in-law, she could be a complete arsehole, right?
She sounds like an arsehole.
Right, and she could be, but I genuinely do think if someone doesn't want kids at the wedding, they don't have kids, there shouldn't be kids.
I agree with that as a principle, but I just think given the fact that she said, I just think from what she said, it sounds like a problem.
It's a difficult one, like, because obviously if it was my brother, I'd be like, Ben, come on to fuck. I've nowhere to put them.
Like, I also think, where is the brother in this?
Yeah, because
like,
it's his niece and nephew.
It's his. It's his nephew, nieces. Like, what do you call them? Like, plural.
Cousins? No.
Well, nieces or nephews or both, whatever, right?
What is the plural for that?
I don't know.
Plural.
Don't know.
Weird.
But so I think, like, the brother, I would speak to the brother by himself and be like, so what is the deal? You just don't want the kids there? Because why is it not both their decisions? And if the brother doesn't want the kids there, then that's a whole other thing. But I definitely wouldn't.
But I see from reading that, I've took, like, there's no kids allowed at the wedding. I think she's just put in extra kind of like, the woman doesn't really like me. But I do think.
But she's also said that nobody else has kids, and also everyone that would watch her kids is going to be at the wedding. So she's basically, she can't go to the wedding.
I know.
Honestly, if it was me,
it's a tough one, isn't it? Because I
would probably be spiteful in that situation. I'd be like, well, that's fine. We won't be there, but you won't be getting a gift either. We won't be celebrating your anniversary. And honestly, like, good luck really becoming part of the family.
I actually do think we're a bit different on this, which is rare, but I genuinely think if someone's like not got their own kids and they're like, we want our kids free wedding, that's the... Obviously, if you got to the point, it's like, we literally have no one to watch them. So I think you could say that to them, be like, look, we literally can't come because we've got no one to watch our kids, like, at all. And then surely you'll turn around and be like, right, that's fine. Obviously, bring them. I want you to be there. But I think if it's a case of, like, it's just I don't know.
I'm just trying to think of it if it happened to me, right? Don't get me wrong. I would not. If it happened to me, I wouldn't take my children to a wedding. My children have got additional needs and it would ruin a wedding, for want of a better word, right? The wedding would be ruined. So I wouldn't take my kids, but I'm saying if I had a 7-year-old and 11-year-old that were able to sit and do what they were told, and do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As a 7 and 11-year-old should be able to do. And one of my brothers was getting married and the girl and me didn't get on, and then the girl was like, oh, the only thing is, Lorri, there's not going to be any kids. And I'd be like, well, who's going to watch my kids? Oh, I don't know, but like, they can't come. Then I'd probably, as a sister, I'd be like, well, fuck yous, because I'm not coming either. It's just, I like to make life as difficult as possible for my brothers. That's just one of my agendas.
It just happens anyway. Okie dokie.
We're probably no help for that.
No, I know.
If
for the
speak to your brother
advice part of it, I'd speak to your brother and say, look, I've literally not got anyone to watch. But see if he does turn around and be like, look, we really are sticking to the strict no, like, please just try find someone to watch them, and if they literally can't, I don't know. It's totally really down to how your brother is, because we don't actually know if your brother is pure against it or it's just this sister-in-law.
I'm totally behind you boycotting the wedding. Solidarity, if you want to do that. Let's move on.
Platinum picks.
Do you have a platinum pick?
I've got a platinum pick, but I've got, like, do you remember the Reno thing?
Yeah.
So, sorry. So, Aveeno, you've probably all seen, did the dupe for the Tatcha Joy skin cream. It's like the oat gel moisturiser or something like that, right? So I got that, and I also actually got it for Ewan, and I got the toner for Ewan as well, right? Ewan doesn't really use toner, so I took the toner back off him. I cannot use it. And no, I cannot put it on my face. I'm sure it's lovely because the moisturiser is lovely because it resembles, I wish I had a picture. I might actually go home and take a picture so I can put it on the screen because it resembles phlegm.
Yeah. I mean,
And
I thought she was overreacting on FaceTime.
my
She's like, wait
God.
till I show you this. And like, I was like, right, let's see it. But it does.
It's honestly, and
It
that's
looks
like one of my
like-
worst fears is certain bodily fluids literally make my skin crawl. So see, when I put it on that cotton pad, I said, is that nothing going
Yeah.
on my face? It's
It looks like
literally
you've coughed it up.
literally.
It doesn't look nice. It could also be mistaken for another bodily fluid that you don't want to be wiping your face either. Just not the nicest consistency, is it?
No, honestly. So platinum pick would be the Aveeno moisturiser though, because that is so nice. But platinum not pick would be the Aveeno toner, unless you're cool with the texture of it. The
Yeah, unless you like phlegm.
yeah.
Pop off.
Do you have a platinum pick?
Yeah, my platinum pick was, I didn't have a platinum pick coming into it, but we just went for lunch before we came here.
Oh yeah,
And
it was really good.
I really loved it in there.
Yeah,
Like,
it was really nice.
really good.
And I went to the toilet, obviously, and it was so nice.
Yeah.
The toilet.
We went to Asagini or Azagini. I'm not sure how you pronounce it.
So nice.
There's two in Glasgow. There's one in the there's one in
West End, Byres
the
Road.
West End, and there's one in George Square.
If you like go to a restaurant and you're like getting half pizza, half pasta, it almost does that, but in a tapas style.
Yeah, so they do like small plates. So everything is like kind of £8 to £10 mark. And they'd said to us they would recommend us getting a pasta and a pizza each, and that's what we done. But the food was beautiful.
Oh my
like
God.
the pasta, they make it fresh in house, and you could tell.
Oh my God,
And the
so
pizza, and it's so funny because I'm not a pizza gal, like really.
good. I'm definitely pass over pizza, but
We
yeah.
ordered the pizza, and wasn't it gorgeous? Like
So
it was
nice.
just so, you could just tell it was all freshly made, and so that would be my platinum pick because that's
And
somewhere I'd go back to.
Yeah, and I also learned something about Lorri today that she doesn't like ham or gammon.
Oh, I hate ham.
Pure weird. I didn't know that about her until today because I was talking about how I am a ham and pineapple on a pizza kind of girl, and Lorri was like, "Oh, ham," and I was like, "What do you mean you don't like ham? What, like a piece of ham, gammon, a honey roasted gammon?
No to all of it
Why?"
because it's fucking disgusting. That's all
Right.
I'm going to say in the matter. If you take something out of a packet and first of all you open a packet and it smells like somebody's farted in your fucking face, then that's a problem at offset. But then when you take it out and it's flaccid and wet, why is anybody wanting to fucking ingest that? Like, no, it's disgusting. And if you're eating ham, pack it in.
Flaccid,
I don't even want somebody sitting next to me eating ham.
flaccid and wet.
It is.
And smells farted in your
Disgusting.
face.
Disgusting.
Oh, right. We're going on burning questions.
Burning questions. Let's go on to burning. We actually have a burning question that's been sent in for us. I think
do we?
our little would you rather went down quite well.
Right.
So we've got a couple of would you rathers. I'm only going to do one of them though. So David sent us a would you rather, and he said, would you rather be able to travel anywhere you want for free or eat anywhere you want for free
Travel anywhere you want for free. Forever.
forever?
Or just like a one-off.
No, I think it's forever. Well, he didn't specify,
Say
but
it
I'm saying
again.
forever.
Say again.
Would you rather be able to travel anywhere you want for free or eat anywhere you want for free?
Travel.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Right, do you know, because my first thing would be like travel, right?
Yeah.
But I'm thinking nothing's changed in your life, right? So travel would benefit you because you could go anywhere at any time, right? For
Yeah.
free. For me, if I'm assuming that I'm just living my same life as I am now, it would actually be more financially responsible for me to choose eat, right? Because I travel the now and it's affordable, but I would save more money being able to eat for free than I would travel for free. If that makes sense. Because
Yeah.
ultimately I can only do I can go away maybe 3 times a year, and that's still a lot, I'm aware, but that I couldn't do more than that with the kids and all that.
Yeah.
So One of those holidays my husband pays for. And then the other ones that I pay for. So I would only really be saving 2 holidays.
I feel
whereas
like
I eat every day.
when I think of that though, I think of like, right, I could literally go and like book a like year away travelling for no money.
Yeah, 100%. But you could do that. I couldn't. Do you know what I mean? Because it's
different.
only the travel. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So different answers to that. I was thinking very like matter of factly about it. Your phone just died. I've got my battery.
Oh my God, thank God.
Save the day.
That would have been a nightmare. Well, that means I don't have a burning would you rather. My burning question.
I have. Wait a second. Let me get this to you. Okay, Jade's phone has just died.
Sorry,
so
that
while she
sums me
uses
up.
my power bank, I will get my burning question for her, and then we will be wrapping it up. So
Sorted.
my
Danny,
burning
sorry.
question for you.
Sorry, do I need to turn this on?
No, you don't need to do anything.
Oh my God, my phone's at 46%. It just wasn't turning on. That was weird. Never mind. Put that back in your bag.
My burning question for you.
Mm-hmm.
What would be your death row meal? And I want a starter, a main, a dessert, and a
I
drink.
love this.
I know. I knew
Okay.
you would.
Okay. Drink, appetizer.
Okay.
Okay. Starter. Honestly, like I really this is all from like a top chef, right?
Okay.
Prawn cocktail.
You're such a granny. I love
I
it.
know. Oh, would that be it actually? I just love how it's like a palate cleanser. It feels fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Main course. Lamb. Roast lamb. Duck fat roast potatoes. Garlic green beans. Honey roasted carrots. Mashed potato.
I'm
long
imagining
stem
you-
broccoli.
I'm imagining you like in a prison cell being like, are you writing this down?
Pigs in blankets. Gravy. Honestly, stick a chicken leg on there. I would have that.
Go out with a bang, why not?
Yorkshire puddings. Yeah. Yeah. Dessert would be apple crumble and ice cream or apple pie. And I'm so basic.
Do you have your apple crumble, your apple pie hot?
Obviously.
Yeah.
Because these kind of desserts, they need to be hot and cold. That's the beauty of them, is the hot and the cold with anything.
Nice.
I'm not really like a sticky toffee. I know you are.
I love it.
Kind of gal, but yeah. I feel like that was quite, like, it sounded good to me, but I feel like saying it out loud.
No,
it
that sounds good to me.
sound good.
That's a good hearty last meal.
Yeah,
Nice.
nice. I'm just gonna do a wee Uno reverse on you there.
You allowed to do that?
Yeah,
I've not had time to think about
I
this.
think that's good. That's on the spot.
Okay.
Starter, main, dessert, drink, and person to spend the last night with.
No,
Yeah,
not doing that.
why?
Because I can't.
How?
Because I'm going to offend people regardless of who
Just
I
do
choose.
it. It can be anyone, like even celebrities.
Sorry, Stuart. So obviously my person would be my kids.
No, but one.
No, but I'm not. Oh yeah, I'll just choose one of my 2 kids. What is this, Sophie's choice? Jesus,
Well,
fuck.
you just going to say back your kids the night before. And
Is
then,
this just your ploy to get me to choose you?
No.
You've already flipped my question onto me, and now you're fucking giving me different thingies. I'm
Right,
not
okay.
standing for it.
Right, starter.
Starter would be I'm malfunctioning.
Today.
I'm overwhelmed.
Come on. The clock's actually, we're over
I
an
think
hour
my
now.
starter would be like really good calamari.
No.
Like really good calamari.
I like calamari, but not for...
Yeah.
You're literally kicking it the next day and
Or-
you're choosing calamari.
Yeah, I love or like mussels in a white wine sauce with like, garlic bread. That would be probably my starter.
You just called me gran. That's literally gran.
That's a nice starter.
Right.
My main would be a fillet steak, medium rare, a creamy peppercorn sauce, asparagus, triple cooked chips, like really crispy, like almost like a confit potato kind of chip, and I would have some cauliflower cheese on the side as well. And then my dessert would be a tiramisu.
Yeah, you do like a tiramisu, don't you?
Fucking love a good tiramisu.
I didn't like tiramisu until Lorri introduced me to it, fun fact.
There you go.
But we're going to wrap up there, guys. I hope you enjoyed episode 4, Icks and Guilty Pleasures. I did enjoy it.
Yep, and stay tuned for next week. We are going to be playing a game of...
Hear me out.
I was just waiting for you to jump in there.
And we're also going down the Facebook graveyard and finding old pictures of each other, which I think will be a laugh.
Yeah.
So it'll be a funny episode, our next one. And we hope you enjoyed this one. And subscribe, follow us on Instagram, do all that good stuff. And we'll see you
on our
next week.
socials. Bye.
Tonight we're running on the right track.